Hello YouTube, it's me, Sleep Short and Sweet, and this is my 3-month post-op update. Can't believe it's been 3 months since my surgery, but today is October 20th. Actually, yesterday was my 3-month, just a little bit late. But I had my surgery back on July 19th, 2011, and as of my 3-month post-op mark, I lost 44.4 pounds. On my day of surgery, I was 218 pounds. I'm 4 feet 11 inches tall. And as of yesterday, I weighed in at 173.6 pounds. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little bit behind, I'll say, where I thought I was going to be, like before I actually had the surgery. For some reason, I thought I was going to be like 60 pounds down by now, but no. So my weight loss has slowed down, but I'm really okay with it. I actually met my goal for the month. Back on my 2-month update, I set a goal of losing 10 pounds a month, and I did that. I actually lost 10.2 pounds in the last month. So I'm pretty good with that. I'm pretty happy with 10 pounds a month, losing every month. So that's good. Let's see. I haven't taken my measurements. I'm probably due to take some more measurements, but I haven't taken my measurements. Perhaps on my next update, which will be in a couple of weeks, I will post some measurements so that you and I can see some more progress. So let's see. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I know I say that every time, and I end up taking the whole 15 minutes, but I don't think I'll do that today. Let's see. So I talked about my weight. Could talk about my clothes. This is a blouse. I'll give you a look at this. This blouse, I bought this blouse like, oh my gosh, maybe a month ago, and now it is just hugely, ridiculously big on me. But it's so cute, I still wear it anyway. So most of my clothes are not fitting. That is probably my biggest source of frustration these days, is that I have no clothes to wear. I cannot fit anything. And if you recall a couple of posts ago, I had taken some clothes to the seamstress to have them taken in and then, of course, hemmed. And I thought I was saving some money by doing that. I might as well have just went out and went shopping, because it ended up costing me like twice as much money as I thought it was going to cost. So I'm a little ticked off about that. Plus, on top of that, even though everything is fitting me in the waist, she took everything in perfectly to my waist, the pant legs in all of my pants are so baggy, it just looks so ridiculous. So I walk around looking kind of frumpy, and, that's kind of getting on my nerves, but it is what it is. I'll have to go shopping soon, or maybe go thrifting or something, because I just don't want to spend money on clothes that I will only be able to wear for about a month. So that's a big point of frustration. I don't know how any of you out there handle that, but I'd love to know, because I don't like to walk around looking, like I'm wearing burlap sacks every day, which is how my clothes are fitting me nowadays. So that's something I'm dealing with. I've eaten a couple of new things. Now, some of you may not like what I've eaten in the last couple of weeks, but I actually had some Chinese food earlier this week. Now, I didn't go crazy. I got some chicken and broccoli. Of course, it came with white rice. I didn't eat the white rice, and not because I'm a crazy no carb eating person. Not that I'm calling anybody crazy, but that's just not how I work my program. But not because I'm afraid of eating carbs, don't want to eat carbs. I just really didn't feel like I wanted the rice. So I didn't eat it, but I ate the chicken and broccoli, and everything went down fine. And I'm even recalling way back years ago when I did Weight Watchers, I remember that chicken and broccoli was always like a low point, you know, food to eat, even with the little brown sauce that's on it. So I had some of that on Monday. It was yummy and it agreed with my stomach. I had no issues at all. And I really actually enjoyed eating the broccoli, because I haven't been eating a whole lot of vegetables. And one of the things that they tell you is that when you first start eating vegetables, you need to like overcook it until it's soft and mushy. I can't stand eating vegetables like that, although I was. But you know how when you get Chinese food, the vegetables are nice and crunchy and so yummy. I'm actually getting ready to eat some more of that broccoli tonight with my dinner. So I tried some Chinese food. I thought I made a pretty smart choice with what I chose, as opposed to trying to get some General Tso's, with the fried little pieces of chicken or what have you. And something else that I tried is I tried some spare ribs. I had some pork spare ribs. They're real small ribs. They're kind of like about that big, maybe about 4 or 5 inches or so long. And so ate a couple of those. Actually, I've been eating on those all week because I went out to a restaurant, went out to Chili's, and I can only eat like 2 of those ribs at a time. But that went down pretty well. I think that's the second time maybe that I've had pork since the surgery. The other time I had it, it was just like a pork chop grilled on a barbecue. And so it went down fine, no problem. So I'm able to eat a couple of new foods, which is good to know. It's exciting, I guess, when I get to eat something new. Um, let's see what else. I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. Whoa, yes. One thing that I'm also dealing with in terms of frustration, in addition to my clothes, is my hair. I think in the last video I reported that I noticed that my hair was shedding a little bit more, and it is definitely very, very heavily shedding. I don't know if I want to say it's falling out yet, but it is shedding very, very heavily. Case you can see, like, obviously I'm African American, and right now my hair is like natural. This is where I just kind of wash it and go. I haven't blow dried it out and flat ironed it and all that stuff. But this is kind of how I've been wearing it because my hair has been coming out so much in the shower when I do wash my hair, and I'm kind of nervous to see if I do actually have patches when I do blow dry it out and straighten it out. So I've just been kind of wearing it natural for the last couple of weeks. But yeah, that's an issue, which means that I'm going to have to suck it up and drink those nasty protein shakes that you all know I hate. But I do want to keep my hair. So, and I had posted something on my Facebook support group that I'm on in terms of my hair and why, I get really upset. I really haven't stressed out about much in this whole process, but my hair I am starting to stress out about. And, if you think about it, when you're a big girl, you kind of have those features about yourself that you really like because you don't have the body. So you find something else. It could be your legs, your face, whatever. For me, it's my hair. And I've always, taken really good care of my hair. If my hair is really healthy, I keep it styled nicely or what have you. And so that had always been like my favorite feature about myself. And so now, even though I am losing the weight, I still don't have the body. And I feel like, okay, I'm not going to have my hair. So, it's just one of those head things that we have to deal with in this whole weight loss surgery process, I guess, in this process of losing weight. So I'll deal with it or what have you. But it's another point of frustration for me. But even still, taking, my frustration with my hair together with my frustration with my clothes, I can honestly say, like, just looking back over these last 3 months, I do not regret at all that I had my surgery. I don't regret it for a minute. All the pain and everything else that I went through, all the aggravation with getting approvals from insurance and all those visits and everything else, I don't regret it one bit. I know that it was definitely the best thing for me to do, so that I could live the life that I want to live, and add some years back onto my life. That being said, I will say there are times that I get very, very frustrated with my sleeve. Case in point, I went away up to the Poconos, which is in Pennsylvania, for those who aren't, near where I am. And we had a really fun weekend. I went whitewater rafting. I rafted 9 miles down class 3 rapids on the Lehigh River a couple of weeks ago. I'm so proud of myself because a few months ago I probably would have like died out there on the river because I'm completely out of shape. But I was really, really proud of myself. It was probably about 4 hours during that day that we spent out on the river, and I had a ball. And we actually did almost die. We got stuck, and they had to throw us a rope to pull us out of a rapid that we got stuck in, but I digress. But I was really proud of myself that I actually went through with that. It's kind of on my bucket list of things to do, and I'm probably going to go again before it starts getting really, really cold because it was that much fun. So I was really proud of myself with that. I hung in there. I've completely forgot. Oh, okay, so when we went out up to the Poconos for this weekend, I cooked this recipe that I have been dying to cook. Okay, sidebar. When I first came home from the hospital, I was staying at my parents' house for a couple of weeks while I recovered. And my brother lives there with his 3 kids. And my niece, who at the time was 13, she was kind of like my right hand woman. She was kind of taking care of me and making sure I was okay. And so we would watch Food Network all day long. I was obsessed with food when I first came home from the hospital with my surgery. I wanted to look in everybody's plate and see what everybody was eating and everything. So we used to watch all the cooking shows. And one of my favorite shows is Secrets of a Restaurant Chef with Chef Ann Burrell. And she made this dish called chicken roulade. And it's basically a chicken breast that you pound out and you fill the center of it with this filling that's made with chorizo, which is like Mexican sausage, and manchego, which is like a Spanish sheep's milk cheese. It was so good. So you mix all that up and then you roll the chicken breast in it. Well, I have been dying to make this dish for months. So I finally had a chance to make it when I went up to the Poconos with my girls, and it was so good. So good. And so not all my girlfriends that were there knew about my surgery, but a couple of them did. And so I was sitting next to one of them who didn't know, and I said, these are the times when I hate that I had this surgery, because I just wanted to eat that chicken and eat it and eat it and eat it some more. That's how good it was. But all I could eat was like 4 bites. So other than moments like that, where I just feel like, oh, I wish I had a bigger stomach, I really don't regret my surgery. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with the results. I'm happy with how I feel physically and just how I feel about myself. So I guess as I reflect on the last 3 months, overall, I'm really positive about it. So if there is anybody who's watching my video who maybe you're in the process of going to all your appointments to get ready, or maybe you're trying to make a decision, of course, you have to weigh, all of the pros and cons, all of the risks and all of the benefits for yourself based on your body and your situation. But I can honestly say that I don't regret it for 1 second. So I guess that's really all that I have to talk about. 12 minutes. I'm doing pretty good. So guess that's it. I hope everybody has a really great weekend coming up, and a great productive week next week. And I will talk to you all in a couple of weeks. Take care. Be well.